Hello and welcome to another video tutorial on my channel. On this video, I will show you how to crochet those cute no-sew octopus keychains. They are very popular, beautiful and easy to make and takes less than an hour. I will appreciate if you can subscribe my channel and feel free to check my channel for many more free tutorials. Let's start. The materials that you will need to make this octopus are 5-ply milk cotton yarn. I'm going to use this pink color now for the tutorial. Any other yarn will work great, just might be smaller or bigger. You will need a thin black yarn for the smile. You will need a 3mm crochet hook, a needle, pair of scissors, filling fiber for stuffing, 8mm safety eyes, and a stitch marker. We are going to start from the top to the bottom, and then we're going to crochet our 8 tentacles. So take your yarn and let's start. We start with a magic circle. And for row 1, we're going to make 6 single crochets in a magic circle. Just note, I'm going to use the yarn under method for the single crochets, and if you don't know how to make the yarn under, you can just go regular and do yarn over. For the yarn under gives it a better look and the stitches stays tighter and less holes. So let's start. I take my hook into the circle, yarn under, go through. I go 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and go through 2 loops. So that's single crochet. We're going to make 6 of them. So that's 2. 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now you take the end of the tail and you're going to pull like that. Not too tight, so it will be easy for us to go into the first stitch of the next row. So we finished row 1 and we have 6 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. You don't count the loop that's on your hook. You go 1 stitch down and this one is our last one. So take your stitch marker and bring it through. For row 2, we're going to make 6 increases, which means 2 single crochets in the same stitch. For total 6 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it together. You go into the first stitch. If you don't know where is your first stitch, you can count from the back. So you don't count the loop that's on your hook. You count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the 6th stitch is the first stitch. So you take your hook and go through this stitch, and you're going to make 2 single crochets inside the same stitch. That's 1 and 2 in the same stitch. So that's the first increase. Now you go into the next stitch and you're going to make an increase. 1 and 2 in the same stitch. We've done 2 increases. Next stitch, make an increase. That's 3. Next stitch, increase. That's 4. Next stitch, make an increase. That's 5. And now we go to the stitch with the stitch marker, so we know that this is the last stitch of the row. So you take out the stitch marker and you're going to make an increase into this last stitch. So now we finished row 2 and we have 12 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. Again, you don't count the loop that's on your hook. You go 1 stitch down, and here is the last stitch that we made. For row number 3, we're going to do single crochet into the first stitch and an increase into the second stitch. And we're going to repeat it for total 6 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it twice together. Into the first stitch, you make a single crochet. Into the second stitch, you make an increase. So we've done it 1 time. Let's do it again. Single crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase into the next stitch. So now we've done it twice. Now you keep going all the way around. Repeat the same pattern. Just do single crochet in the next stitch and an increase into the next stitch until you get here to the end of the row, and I will meet you here before I finish the row. So I continue the single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase all the way. Now I'm about to finish the row. I'm at the last stitch here with the stitch marker. So you take out the stitch marker and you make the last increase. So now we finished row 3 and we have 18 stitches around. Now you take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. For row number 4, we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around, which means total of 18 stitches around until you get to the stitch marker. Let's do 3 together. So into the first stitch, you make a single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. And you repeat that all the way, just 1 single crochet in each stitch around until you get to the stitch marker. I will meet you here before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row. Left for me the last stitch. Take out the stitch marker and just do the last single crochet. Now we finished row 4 and we have 18 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. For row number 5, we're going to make single crochet in the next 5 stitches and then an increase into the 6th stitch. And we're going to repeat it for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it one time together. So single crochet in the first 5 stitches. Into the first stitch you make a single crochet. Second stitch, make a single crochet. Third stitch, make a single crochet. Fourth stitch, make a single crochet. Fifth stitch, make a single crochet. And stitch number 6, you're going to make an increase. So you've done it one time, you go and do it 2 more times. Just single crochet in the next 5 stitches and then an increase. I will meet you here before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row. I have the last stitch here with the stitch marker. You take it out and on your last stitch you're going to finish with an increase. So now we finished row 5 and we have 21 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it here into the last stitch that you made. For row number 6, we're going to start with an increase into the first stitch and then a single crochet into the next 6 stitches. We're going to repeat it for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it one time together. So into the first stitch you make an increase. And then a single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So single crochet. That's 1. Next stitch single crochet. That's 2. Next stitch single crochet. That's 3. Next stitch single crochet. That's 4. Next stitch single crochet. That's 5. And next stitch a single crochet. That's 6. So you've done it one time. Now you go and repeat it 2 more times. Just make an increase in the first stitch and then a single crochet in the next 6 stitches. And I will meet you here before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row. I'm at the last stitch with the stitch marker. You take it out and you finish with the last single crochet. So now we finished row 6 and we have 24 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. Now for rows 7 and 8, total 2 rows, we're going to make 24 single crochets, which means 1 single crochet in each stitch around, for total 2 rows. So let's do few together and then you continue. So in the first stitch you make a single crochet. In the second stitch you make a single crochet. In the third stitch you make a single crochet. And you keep going the same pattern, just 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and you make it for 2 rows, and I will meet you before I finish the second row. So I'm about to finish the second row. I have the last stitch with the stitch marker. You take it out and finish with the last single crochet. So now we finished row 8 and we have 24 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch. For row number 9 we're going to start decreasing. We're going to make now single crochet in the next 6 stitches and then a decrease, and we're going to repeat it for total 3 times. So let's do it one more time together. You start with single crochet in the first 6 stitches. So 1 single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, single crochet in the third stitch, single crochet in the fourth stitch, single crochet in the fifth stitch, single crochet in the sixth stitch. And now you're going to make a decrease. You can do it the regular way, like that, but I'm going to use an invisible decrease, and you can use it also. It's a bit difficult, but it gives it also a better look, and the stitches stays tight. I will show you how to do it, and you can use it. If it's too difficult, you can just do it the regular way. So you take your hook into the front loop only of the next stitch, then straight into the front loop only of the next stitch. Now you yarn under, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. So that's the invisible decrease. Okay, so we've done it 1 time, single crochet in the first 6 stitches, and then a decrease. Now you go and repeat it for 2 more times until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you here before I finish the row. Just do single crochet in the next 6 stitches and then a decrease. So I'm about to finish the row. What left for me now is only the last decrease. So you take out the stitch marker and then do your last decrease. Okay, so now we finished row 9 and we have 21 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the stitch that we made. For row number 10, we're going to do single crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then you make a decrease. And we're going to repeat it for 3 times. So let's do it one more time together. Single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, single crochet in the third stitch, single crochet in the fourth stitch, and a single crochet in the fifth stitch. Now we're doing a decrease. So that's 1 time. Now you go and repeat it for 2 more times until you get to the stitch marker. Just do single crochet in the next 5 stitches and a decrease. I will meet you before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row. What left for me is the last decrease, so you take out the stitch marker and you're going to finish with a decrease. So now we finished row number 10 and we have 18 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. Now we're going to insert the safety eyes. So you take your hook, you pull it like that and you take it out. Now turn your work and we want to insert the eyes between rows 8 and 9. So you count from the top. Here is the first row, this circle, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So you want to insert the eyes between those rows. So you take 1 eye and put in this row. Now you're going to count 5 stitches to the side. So that's 1. Those holes Each hole is a stitch. So you want to count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to put it into the 6th stitch. So here. Like that. Now you take the plastic washers and like that. That's one. Close the second eye now. Make sure you put it at the right place, at the right side. It has to be like that. Okay. Now we go back and continue for the next row. So as we said, we finished row 10 and we have 18 stitches around. For row number 11, we're going to make single crochet in the first stitch and then a decrease, and we're going to repeat it for 6 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it twice together. You go into the first stitch and you make a single crochet. Then you make a decrease. So that's one time. Let's do it one more time together. Single crochet into the next stitch and then decrease. So we've done it twice. Now you keep going all the way around until you get to the stitch marker. Just do single crochet, decrease all around, and I will meet you here before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row, left for me only the last decrease. So I take out the stitch marker and finish the row with a decrease. We finished row 11 and we have 12 stitches around. Now we're going to put some stuffing. So you pull your hook like that and you take it out. Now you want to take some stuffing and put inside. Just put as much as you can. Just make sure that you don't get any holes from stuffing too much. Let's continue. Take your hook. For row number 12, we're going to make, don't forget to put the stitch marker into the last stitch that we made. And for next row, we're going to make single crochet in the stitch and then a decrease. We're going to repeat it for 4 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it one more time together. Just make sure you take this finger and pull the finger inside so you don't pick some stuff while you keep crocheting. So into the first stitch you make a single crochet, then you make a decrease. So that's one time. You keep going all the way around, single crochet decrease, single crochet decrease, single crochet decrease, until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you before I finish the row. I'm about to finish the row. What's left for me is the last decrease, so take out the stitch marker and make a decrease. Okay, so for now that's how it looks like. We finished row 12 and we have 8 stitches around. Now we're going to make a slip stitch. You take your hook into the next stitch, you yarn under, go through the stitch and straight through the loop that's on your hook. That's a slip stitch. Now we're going to start doing the tentacles. So we're going to do 12 chains. So 1, 2, 3, you just yarn over, go through the loop. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we start from the second chain from the hook. You don't count the loop that's on your hook. So this one is the first stitch, you skip it and you go into the second stitch here. This one. And you're going to make 11 increases. I mean 1 increase in the next 11 chains. So you go into this second stitch, this second chain, you go through the chain with the crochet hook, you yarn under and go through the loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, you yarn over and go through those loops. And for the increase we're going to get one more time into the same chain and make another single crochet for the increase. So we made 1 increase, we're going to go into each chain and make an increase. So next chain, you make an increase. So we made 2 increases. Next chain, make an increase. That's 3. Next chain, make an increase. That's 4. Next chain, make an increase. That's 5. Next chain, increase. That's 6. Next chain, make an increase. That's 7. Next chain, increase. That's 8. Next chain, make an increase. That's 9. You see now it gives it this shape of the tentacle. We have 2 more chains to go. So into the next chain, make another increase. That's 10. And last chain, make an increase. So we made 11 increases. Now we're going to go into the front loop only of the next stitch. and you're going to make a slip stitch. So yarn under, go through the loop and straight into the loop that's on your hook. So now we've done one tentacle, and we're going to repeat the same way for total 8 tentacles. So let's do it one more time together. I'm going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 chains. Now we start from the second chain from the hook. You don't count the loop that's on your hook, so it's not this first chain, it's this second chain. So you go into it and make an increase. So that's one increase. Next chain, make an increase. That's 2. Next chain, make an increase. That's 3. Next chain, make an increase. That's 4. Next chain, increase. That's 5. Next chain, increase. That's 6. Next chain, an increase. That's 7. Next chain, make an increase. That's 8. Next chain, an increase. That's 9. Next chain, make an increase. That's 10. And last chain, make the last increase. Now you go into the front loop only of the next stitch. Make sure you don't skip any stitch because they are so close to each other now. So make a slip stitch, you yarn under, go through the loop and straight into the loop that's on the hook. So now we've done it twice. Now you keep going 6 more tentacles, just the same. And I will meet you before I finish the last tentacle. I will show you how we continue next. If you still need to watch how we made it, you can just go back at the video and look up again how we do the tentacles. Okay, so I'm at the 8th tentacle and I have 2 more increases to finish the tentacle. So let's finish it together. I go into the next chain. And make an increase. And into the last chain, make an increase. So now I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch. It's going to be a little bit hard, but just try to pull it inside. Okay, and just make a slip stitch. like that. Now you want to chain one and cut the yarn. Going to leave tail so we can sew and close this little hole that's for us. And you pull like that. That's how it looks like from this side, and that's how it looks like from here. So now you're going to use your needle and bring the end of the yarn through like that. Now we want to close this little hole. So you go with your needle into the same place here that you finished with, and you take it out closer to the 8 stitches that's left for us, like that. And you pull it outside. Okay, now we have 8 stitches around the front loop only, the back loop only that's left for us. So we take our needle and go one by one through with your needle from the outside to the inside and pull. So that's one. You go into the next stitch and pull, that's 2. Into the next stitch and pull, that's 3. Next stitch, pull, that's 4. Next stitch, that's 5. Next stitch, that's 6. Next stitch, that is 7. And last stitch, and you pull. Now you pull tight the yarn, and that's how we closed the hole. Now you take your needle inside and you take it out closer to the same place, and when you have a small loop you just bring the needle through and pull tight. You take your needle back inside the body and bring it out from a different place. Pull, and now you can take the scissors and cut the yarn. So that's what we have for now. What left for us is only a smile now. So you take your black thin yarn and what we're going to do is You bring the needle through somewhere from the bottom stitches, and you're going to take it out from one stitch left from your right eye. Here. Make sure it's in the middle of the eyes rows. And you pull. Pull until you have here a small piece of yarn left. Now you want to go with your needle into the stitch that is one stitch right from the left eye. Here, make sure it's on the same row. Then you want to bring it out in the middle between those, one row down, which means here. Go through. Now just pull until it has to be out from it. Sorry for the mess. Just pull like that. Now you are going to go over the smile and bring the needle into the same place we have the yarn in, and then bring it out straight from the beginning place. Here. Now you pull slowly. And here is our smile. Now you take those two pieces of yarn and you're going to make 2 knots. So that's 1 and 2. Take your scissors and cut. Now you take the back of the needle and you're going to hide this black yarn that's left outside, like that. So there you go. Here is our octopus. If you want it as a keychain, you just take a keychain and open it and bring it through the top here, then close it, and your keychain octopus is ready. Thanks for watching, good luck, and bye bye for next one. If you still didn't subscribe, please click, I will really appreciate.